Alright guys, this is Change of Heart. Now in this download there are two color changes. One of the color changes is done by the fingertips at eye level, and the other one is done in a more street-like situation where you cut the deck and it changes right on top of the spectator's view when they're looking down. Alright, so without further ado, let's go over the first color change right now. Alright guys, so here is the first color change, the one that is done by the fingertips, okay? First off, we're going to get a card selected, so let's say the two of spades. Alright, now what's going to happen is we're going to lose the card into the center of the deck, and this is how I do it. I riffle down the cards, and you place the selected card into the center, like so. And this is what's going to happen. You're going to get a break with the card. Alright? Just like that. Now let's get into further detail of how to actually do that. Alright, so here's how we get a break on the card. So let's say you have a card selected, the 5 of diamonds. You place it into the deck, let's say about halfway, or maybe 1/3. You push it all the way to that line. You see that bicycle line right there? You push it all the way and stop right there. You then show the spectators, say, look, your card is in the center. What you're going to do now is you're going to grip the cards like so. If you can follow along, 3 fingers on this side, the right-hand side, thumb on the left-hand side of the deck, and the first finger like so. And it's resting in a very relaxed position. Okay? The reason for this is because when you tap the card with your right hand, what you want is that card to shoot out on the other end. That way you can get the break. Like this. You see that? So now that 5 of diamonds is right there sticking out on the other end. Okay? Let's go through that one more time. You place it into the center, like so. Push it all the way to that line. You show the audience one last time that 5. Get into that specific position with your 3 fingers, thumb, first finger. Tap it, and that's what happens. You get a break. Okay? Now, this is perfect because it looks as if you didn't do anything at all. You pushed your card into the deck, and now here's what's going to happen. You can do whatever. You can riffle, you can do this. It doesn't really matter. What you want to get is a break of the card. You're going to take your thumb, and you're going to push down on that selected card, like this, and slide your pinky in to the deck, getting a pinky break, okay? Now, once you've done that, you're going to control the card to the top. I use the pass. And now the 5 of diamonds is on top. I'm going to go in depth on how to do the pass right now. Alright, so this is what the pass looks like. I have 2 acrylic blocks, okay? The acrylic block with the white on it, that represents the top half. The completely see-through one represents the bottom half, okay? So you take the card, you slide it in, you do the popping move, and remember, at that line. Now because these blocks are made of acrylic, I'm not able to do the move. It's obviously not going to protrude, but with normal playing cards with air cushion, you're able to have the card slide out from the back, okay? Now, like I said, your thumb contacts that card, pushes it up. You get a break right there, you can see. Pinky break right above that card. And this is how I control the card to the top. Now, there's many ways to control the card. There's you don't have to do the pass. There's plenty of controls out there, but this is the one I'm going to teach for now. Okay, so what happens is your 4th finger and your pinky are going to pinch onto this top half of the deck. Middle finger as well. The first finger is going to rest like so. You're going to take your right hand and you're going to grip the bottom half of the deck. And you're going to pull with your left hand, like so, causing the selected card to go to the top. Let's try that one more time, okay? So, you do the move, alright? You get a break underneath that selected card. Remember, the finger positions are very important. Right hand approaches the deck, and your left hand is going to pull, okay, like so. And your 4th finger of your right hand is going to pull up, like this, okay? So it causes this action. Now, I'm exaggerating it right now, but in real life, when you perform it, it's going to look like this. Okay? One more time. Your left hand pulls the top half. Your fourth finger does this action. And your thumb. Okay? Let's try one more time. Pull with your left hand. Your right hand uses your fourth finger and your thumb to push up. Like this. Okay? So, in real motion, it looks just like this. And that is the pass. Alright? Now, if you don't know how to do it, practice it a lot before you use it. And or if you can learn a control, great. I usually use a control, but for this I'm just going to be teaching a pass because I presume most people know how to do the pass. So without further ado, let's get into the actual get ready for the color change. Alright, so once you got the card selected, alright, and once you've learned how to get the break, okay, and once you've got down the pass, that was in slow motion by the way, what you're going to do is you're going to get down and get ready for the setup of the effect, okay, or the setup of the double lift, and this is what it looks like. What I do, and this is my preference, I use the push off double lift, okay. Now, okay, wait, hold on a second, let's just do that again. Okay, like this. Alright? Where since you did the pass, your selected card is on top. And when you do the push off double lift, or any double lift of any sort, it causes a different card to show, obviously. Alright? So this is how you do it. I'm going to go over this really quickly. There's many places where they teach double lifts. I'm just going to go over mine really quickly. I'm sorry, it's not mine, but it's the push-off double lift. You take your pinky, fourth finger, and middle finger on the right side, first finger on the top, and thumb rests as such. Mechanics, pretty much. And what you're going to do is you're going to move these three fingers down, use your thumb to push the corner of the card, getting 2 cards. Alright? So it doesn't use any breaks, which is what I like about this, and you can push off 2 cards. Alright? That is what the push-off double lift is. And that's what the advantages of it are, is because you don't have to have a break. Now, there's many ways of getting a double lift. There's this, or there's that. Alright? But my preference is the push-off double, like that. Okay? So once you got that down, what you're going to do is you're going to get into this position. Alright, let me teach you how I get into that position. You do the push-off double lift, like this. Now I do twirls, alright, just to convince the audience that, look, there's only 1 card, even when there's 2. I'll show you one more time. Push off. Now, you go like this with your middle finger and your thumb. You turn it over, and you turn it back with your first finger and your thumb. Okay, and this isn't necessary. A lot of magicians will say, don't try to convince them anything. I like to do this because it's flourishy, so, and that's just my style of magic, and I do stuff like that. Like I do flourishes and stuff, so this mixes well with with my magic. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to, okay? This is just my preference. So I do twirls and flourishes a lot. So, in any case, I do a twirl, just to convince the audience it's 1 card. Now what you're going to do is you're going to get into the position of the color change. Now this is what it looks like. Now it may seem very small, a very small movement, but trust me, it makes a big difference. You don't want to clip the card by the pips, okay? It just doesn't work that way. What you're going to do is you're going to go like this, middle finger, first finger, thumb. Your thumb is going to push the card, causing it to turn slightly. That allows you to grip the card with your right hand on that corner where there's no pips. Okay, the pips is right there. There's no pips over here. So it looks like this. And that sets you up perfectly for the color change. So, let's go over that one more time really quickly. Once you've done the pass, the joker, or the selected card, is right on top. Alright? You do any double if you want. You can do a twirl if you want, your choice. Remember, thumb pushes, causing that card to turn. middle finger, first finger on the bottom, thumb on top, clipping the card like so. And in terms of pressure, have it medium. Not too light, not too harsh, somewhere in the middle, okay? And this gets you ready for the color change. Alright, so once you get into this position, you're going to display your third, fourth, and fifth finger, or pinky, sorry, your pinky, empty, like this. This is a very fair display. Now, when you raise it up, you're going to raise it up to everyone's eye level, okay? But for explanation purposes, right now we have it down at chest. But when you raise your playing card up, you're going to raise it up to the eye level and say, is this your card? Obviously, they say no. This is what the change looks like in slow motion. Like that. What it is, it's a snap change, but it's done with your hands open. A snap change, it looks like this, okay? What this is a snap change, but backwards, alright? Or more like it's done where your hands are shown empty. And what this is, it's almost like a stage effect, okay? You're almost like back palming that card, but you're not. You're just clipping it, okay? And in terms of angles, the angles are pretty much identical to the snap change. Where the snap change, the angles are sensitive from here to there. And the angles are good from here to there. Exact same thing with this color change. The angles are good from here to here because your arm is covering that, but it looks really bad if you flash it like this. Okay, so you want it just like that, right in the center. Alright? Let's go over the move in intricate detail right now. Alright, so here's what the change looks like up close. Now, for explanation purposes, I have a blue card representing the chosen card, and the red card represents the indifferent card, okay? You grip the card with your thumb and first finger when you're showing it. And you're going to display it like so, with all your fingers spread apart, thus making it really fair. Now, here's what it looks like. When you show the back, you go like this, and when you go back forward, when they're seeing that indifferent card, you're going to move your fourth finger in, middle finger contacts the chosen card, fourth finger contacts the indifferent card, and you're going to use your fourth finger to pull like so, alright? Like this. Alright, using your thumb to push down on that indifferent card, fourth finger clipping it, middle finger clipping it, pull back. And that's what the move looks like. Alright? Let's do this one more time. So, chosen card, indifferent card. Fourth finger sneaks in, middle finger contacts the chosen card, fourth finger and thumb moves that selected the indifferent card down, like this. Fourth finger pulls as the middle finger pulls as well, like that. Alright, now that's all in slow motion, okay? So, first finger, thumb, like this. You're going to display the back, go back, and right when you go back, fourth finger sneaks in, contacts the indifferent card, middle finger contacts the chosen card, thumb pushes down slightly, fourth finger pulls, middle finger follows. Alright? And that's what it looks like in slow motion. This is what it looks like fast motion. Like that. Okay? One more time. Just like that. Let's take a look at that from the front. Alright, so the thumb and the first finger are gripping the parts where there's no pips. You show the other end of the card. And when you go back, you have them glimpse for a split second of that indifferent card. And then right when that happens, your fourth finger sneaks in, contacts the indifferent card, middle finger contacts the chosen card. So you're in this position. Thumb pushes down slightly, only slightly. Fourth finger is going to pull back. Middle finger is going to pull back as well, following that card, ending like this. Okay? That's in slow motion. This is what it looks like in fast motion. Alright? Like that. like I said, it's almost like the snap change, but not really. Because what happens is you're showing your hand empty, right? And all the dirty work is done with these two fingers, like that. And remember to show the pinky. That way it causes no suspicion. So, like this, the fourth finger sneaks in, contacts the indifferent card, middle finger, the chosen card, thumb pushes slightly down, fourth finger pulls back, middle finger follows, clipping that card into this position. That is the perfect position right there, and that creates a miracle. Now let me teach you how to clean up, alright? Alright, so here's how you clean up. Once you've done the move, alright, with your middle finger, fourth finger push down, fourth finger pull up, there's that dirty card right there. Alright, you want to get rid of that. You are going to take your left hand, and, I mean, it could be your right hand if you're left-handed, but in any case, here's the dirty card, alright? You're going to approach, now this is the exposed view, by the way. This is what it looks like in the normal view, alright? This is what it looks like in the exposed view, okay? You're going to approach with your left hand, clip that card, and then place the selected card back on top of the deck, thus cleaning up. So, you do the move, right? Fourth finger, remember, contacts. Middle finger as well. Thumb pushes down. Fourth finger goes out. Doing that move. Approach the dirty card with your left hand, sorry. Clip it. Move it down. Alright? So, once you have done the move, remember, fourth finger, thumb pushes down. Middle finger contacts the chosen card. Fourth finger pulls, as well as the middle finger, thus clipping that dirty card right there. Here's what's going to happen. Left hand approaches that dirty card, clip it, and you're going to move over like this. Alright, that cleans everything up. Okay? And then you can show that the card has indeed changed. So this is what it looks like in full motion. You do the change. Like that. Okay? And that's it. That's the cleanup. Let's move on to the other color change, the second color change right now. Alright, so here is the second color change of heart. Alright? You get a card selected, let's say the Nine of Spades, and what you're going to do is you're going to control it, but you're going to control it to the bottom. And at the same time you want to reverse the card. This is how you do it, or this is what it looks like, rather. Causing the card to be reversed. Alright? This is what it looks like from the front. Okay? And you have reversed a card. But from the side, it looks like this. And you cause a card, the selected card, to be reversed as such. Alright? Let's get an in-depth look of how that actually is done. Okay, so you have the selected card, and you're going to place it into the center. Alright? What's going to happen is you're going to out-jog it. Like this. Alright? This is how it's done. You're going to push it in, but you're going to push it in at an angle. This is the exposed view. Like that. And you're going to take your pinky and you're going to move it like this. Alright? Causing it to be out-jogged. Like so. Alright? And when it's out-jogged like this, obviously you can't see anything here. So this is the spectator's point of view, and you're going to pretend to be squaring it up with your thumb, whilst that selected card is sticking out. And your hands are covering it, like this. That way you're covered 360. Alright? But in any case, this is the exposed view. And what you're going to do is you're going to reverse it, but at the same time control it to the bottom. You're going to take your pinky, fourth finger, and middle finger. You're going to pull it down like this, and at the same time reversing it. Okay? So you're going to push it in, do the out jog, pretend to be squaring it up with your thumb. Pinky and fourth finger are going to pull that card as your fourth finger of your right hand pulls the deck up, causing it to be reversed like this. Alright, so once you have that down, let's get into how to actually do the color change. Alright? Alright, so this is what the change looks like in exposed view. You have the card selected and lost in the center. You're going to leave it out jog. You're going to control it to the bottom like this. Alright, now once you've learned how to do that, what you're going to do is you want to get a break of that selected card by doing that. Now this is what it looks like. Alright, you're going to take your left hand and you're going to use your thumb of your left hand and pull down on that selected card, thus causing it to break, just like that. Alright, these are the positions. Your left hand contacts the selected card, pulls down using your left thumb, alright, like this, and you're going to re-grip with your right hand in this position. All you're doing is you're getting a break. That's all you're doing. It's pretty easy. Alright, and you're in biddle grip right now. That's what you are. Alright, you're going to do a swing cut. Your left hand grabs the top half, flip over the indifferent card, that's obviously not the card, and this is what the change looks like. Alright, that's in slow motion. Now, it's kind of hard to do this really slow because, well, it's kind of knacky. So what happens is your thumb is going to put more pressure whilst your middle and fourth finger puts less or releases pressure. Okay? So, thumb puts more pressure, fourth finger, middle finger releases pressure. You're not going to let go of the deck per se, but you are just going to release the pressure as in put less pressure. Okay? Like this. Let's look at another angle of how this looks. Alright, so once you get the card selected and you place it into the center, you're going to out jog it. You're going to control it to the bottom, and then you're going to get a break, all in biddle grip, just like this. Alright, once you've got all of that down, you do the swing cut, you flip over the indifferent card, and here's what the right hand is doing. You're putting a lot of pressure with your thumb, and then you're going to release the pressure with your middle finger and your fourth finger, causing the card to shoot out. Not like that, obviously, but when you do it in real time, it should shoot it all the way. Now, with your left hand, what you're going to do is you're going to release the pressure of all your fingers. So it's going to look like this. And then right when the ace shoots, right here, you're going to re-grip and put pressure. So if you notice, what happens is, when I shoot it out, if you notice, my thumb and first finger, middle finger, and fourth finger all relax as the card is traveling. And right when it hits my first finger, I re-grip and tighten up, causing it to square up, alright? Because if I have all my fingers relaxed, that's what's going to happen, alright? So you have to re-grip and tighten the grip up, causing it to square up, okay? So that's what it looks like. Let's go over that one more time. Select your card in the center, do the move, biddle grip, swing cut, display, not your card. Now, remember, when you shoot out, as it's traveling, you have a very loose grip, which allows it to travel. And once it hits that first finger, you re-grip with a very tight grip. Okay? Like that. And that way you've done the change. Let's get into the cleanup right now. Alright, so once you've done the color change, you're ready for the cleanup. You're going to grab the two cards, the double, and you're just going to flip it over like this and square up, and then you're done. So, one more time, you have the selected card, swing cut. Remember, relax, push out, it travels, you tighten up, alright, like this. Flip over both cards as a double, push in with your thumb, and you're done. You can go into other tricks of yours, maybe an ambitious or maybe another color change, You can do really whatever you want. So yeah, that is it. That is the second color change of the Change of Heart collection of color changes. Now, remember, this color change is used when the spectator is looking down at your hands in a street-like performance. Right now, you're at chest level, but that's because of explanation purposes. When you're performing this, it's good when the spectators are standing up. Unlike with the very first color change, with that's done when people are sitting down, and when it's in somewhat of a parlor type situation, or if you're doing this for a group of people sitting at a table, that trick would be perfect. This color change right here would be perfect for that. Whereas this color change would be perfect for a street-like situation, okay? So you got best of both worlds. You got a color change for the street, and you got one for a parlor/stage situation. And yeah, that's it. That is Change of Heart. I really hope you enjoy both color changes. Those are definitely my favorite color changes. And yeah, that's it. That's Change of Heart.